Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're tuning into an episode of the Wunderkind Morning Show. What's good, everybody? Money Mike first in here. What's good, bro? Abby, I see you. Good morning, bro. Producer, good morning. How you doing? Well, I am. Let's get that info. I got you. Producer is like, Money Mike, what up? Listen, man, you already know what it is. It's been really quiet overall. I heard Patrick Mahomes talking. I got some bad. I think this is going to be the year Patrick Mahomes gets a rude awakening. I'm going to break it down later. But Zelly the Ninth was good. Grand morning. Grand opening, grand closing. I hope everyone's doing good. We were live last night. So we were live to almost 11 o'clock last night. We were live for almost 2 hours. It's like an hour and 40 minutes. Antonio Williams said he finally got the notice. YouTube be tripping, man. I'm telling y'all. Yami, what's good? What's good? Bruh, we talked about it last night. That Texas flooding was crazy. They're saying it's over 81 deaths. And like half of them are kids. Man, how do you not know you could flood like that? Like, how do you not know? I think it's crazy. Something don't smell right. Because it's not like you're going through a hurricane or a broken dam, something along those lines. It's just you get a lot of rain and all of a sudden you get over 9 feet of water. Come on now, bro. Junk is crazy. Yeah, it started raining, and there was enough rain to go over a river, and the river flowed into how many towns, and it brought 9 feet of water, 10 feet of water, a basketball height rim, official NBA regulation rim, height water. Like, get out of here, bro. Yeah, bro, the Texas flood is up, bro. I couldn't believe it, bro. Oh, Ashley Shelton, good morning. How you doing? Glad you're here. Listen, man. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm just keeping it a buck. That junk got me twisted. Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna read y'all out the report fully. Right, I got y'all. I can't believe y'all didn't even know. It was trending and everything for like 3 days. Texas flood. Right here. They said it was a flash flood. How you get a flash flood in the middle of Texas where it's mad hot and the water's always not like it like water's always needed. You know what I'm saying? Always at a deficiency. Trying to read because I want the full news report. That is, they said they didn't have a personal warning system for the county that the residents could directly to warn them. Ashley, I'm in Florida. I told y'all this last night when we got that flood. When a flood is coming, there's not much warning you do. You just be like, yo, this could be coming down the pike. You watch your news. So just be careful, and then you dictate what you're going to do. It got to be cloud seeding, bro. I don't want to turn this into a conspiracy channel, but it got to be cloud seeding. A couple days before, they said it was raining blue water. Pete, there was multiple reports that it was raining blue water. So, like, come on now, bro. That is crazy. Like, everyone's saying, well, the thing didn't go off to let them know that it was going to flood. It's like when waters are coming in, there's nothing you could do. Remember Tennessee, North Carolina? They didn't have that stuff either. The flash flood just came in, that was because of a hurricane. So that's what I'm saying. You knew it was coming. Like, how does a flood happen and there's no hurricane, tornadoes, monsoons, earthquakes that cause a tsunami, nothing? You're in the middle of Texas. You're landlocked. Only thing you got is a little river. How on God's green earth do you get that much water? Bro, something's up. Listen, man. I'm gonna read it to y'all. That I don't understand how, and it took out a campsite with kids. That's what it's saying. They said that the death count is at 82 with dozens still missing. And most of them being kids, little kids, 11, 12-year-olds. Come on now, man. I'm going to read it to you right now. News report. We interrupt you at this time to let you know from the Wunderkind Morning Show that at least 27 children and counselors from a beloved all-girls summer camp have died in a devastating flash flood that tore across central Texas. The camp said in a statement Monday as a frantic search for those still missing entered its fourth day. Our hearts are broken alongside our families that are enduring this unimaginable tragedy. The private Christian camp, Camp Mystic, said in a statement on its website, "We are praying for them constantly. It is unclear how many of the 27 fatal victims were children and how many were counselors. Across the state, at least 81 people have died in the flooding since Friday," officials said. On Sunday, local authorities in Kerr County, where the worst of the flood occurred, said 10 children and a counselor were among the many people still missing. It's unclear if that number has changed. We have been in communication with local and state authorities who are tirelessly deploying extensive resources to search for our missing girls. The statement said there were about 700 children at the camp when relentless rain caused the nearby Guadalupe River to surge over 26 feet in less than an hour. Bro, so not even 10 feet. Bro, they said that the river went up 26 feet. You know what? Let's go check. I'm going to check them real quick. The Guadalupe River averages around 12 feet deep. I want you guys to imagine that river itself holds 12 feet of water, and it's a river. And it's pretty long, whatever. It more than doubled the amount of water from a storm. What rainstorm you ever seen produces enough water in an hour to raise up water that's at a bank over to 26 feet? Please. I know we read the Bible. I know in biblical times we know it's possible. We've seen the ark build from stuff like this. But in today's society, without the assistance of God's wrath, how on God's green earth do you get 26 feet of water? Gotta be a man-made storm. It gotta be. Or something else that they're doing out there that they're not supposed to be doing. 26 feet of water. The only time you might be seeing 26 feet of water is if you have like a tsunami. And even a tsunami might not bring 26 feet of water, judging how, big the tsunami is, like the category of it. All girls camp. Kids. And they're trying to blame it on, it's because of a lack of a warning. It happened. They're saying that it happened through the whole Central. Where are they going to go? It's flooding. When water comes in, there's nothing you can do. I live in Florida. Fort Myers, down like Punta Gorda, Fort Myers, bro. When I'm telling you, water was above people's cars. So I've actually lived through flooding. Been through flooding. Seen the flooding. Been a witness of it. Been a victim of it. Trust and believe. And that was when a super powerful hurricane brought in tidal waves of water. You're going to try to tell me, some rain. We had a big rainstorm, and somehow it was so much rain during a rainstorm that the rainstorm brought in a flood that for in an hour, that is 60 minutes, enough water in 60 minutes to get to 26 feet of water, bro. What type of Noah-type torrential water rainstorm is that? Torrential. Come on now, bro. Bro, that's like you saying, oh, it's going to have a rainy day today. And you're riding, let's say you're in Baltimore, and you're going up the bridge, and a storm comes, and in a half an hour, everything gets wiped out by water. And you're like, where all this water came from, bro? Yes. That's not even an assumption. That's fact. I told you guys already, I'm going to get that video, and I'm going to get the pictures of the church. The water down from the church that I go to, the water was at the stop sign. The stop sign. I want you to imagine how high a stop sign is. The water was up to that. It doesn't make sense. You got to look at this like people will be like, oh, it's because people weren't warned. Forget the warning. How on God's green earth can you get that much water? Like it's impossible. If you could get that much water that fast, California wouldn't be in a water deficit right now. They need water and rain all the time. Arizona does too. New Mexico does too. Nevada does too. Tell me how. If that much water is capable in an hour, tell me how, right, that those places still, even rain or whatever else it is still short on water. Explain it to me. Explain it to me like I'm in first grade. Matter of fact, explain it to me like I have, like, a mental problem or something like that. Like I'm not all here. Explain it to me, chat. I want to know. Let me know, chat. Let me know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. You can't quantify that much water. Mind you, the river goes to 12 feet. So you're saying that the 12-foot of river, caused so much water that it doubled in size and then wiped everything out in Central? Hey, yo, bro. Nah, bro. Like, get out of here. It's so, bro. I feel so sorry because there are kids. That's kids. And they're saying a lot of the counselors were trying to save the kids' lives and lost their lives and trying to save the kids' lives because the water was coming in like a flood. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. How many kids lost their lives? It's like no one's questioning how that could happen. They're saying, oh, it's a flash flood. You can get enough water in a rainstorm in an hour to flood an area and water. Bro, this is 26 feet of water, bro. And mind you, I'm reading this verbatim from the news reports. I'm telling you what it says in the news reports. They said it surged over 26 feet in less than an hour. They said bulging waterways and the National Weather Service issued a flash warning for communities in Burnett County. The warning said between 1 to 3 inches of rain had already fallen and several more inches were possible. Inches. Bro, look. Look. I'm going to show you this right now. They said that the warning said 1 to 3 inches of rain. had already fallen and several more inches were possible. You know what several more inches is? 6 inches, 8 inches, 12 inches. And you're like, wow, that's a lot of rain. They said 26 feet. That's 20, bro. You understand what that is? That's over 20 times. More than 20 times. More like, if you said 1 to 3 inches is going to go up a couple more inches, say, okay, let's say 6. That's over 50 times more than what they told you could happen. That's the equivalent of saying, guys, we're going to have a rainstorm, right? We're going to have some rain today. 80% chance we're going to have rain. And then that rainstorm turns into a Category 6 hurricane and decimates an entire area and the rest of Florida. You're like, how did this get that in an hour? In an hour. In an hour. In an hour. Less than an hour. This is just, bruh. They said there was a kid hung onto a branch screaming. Jesus, bro. Like, stuff like that is heart-wrenching, bro. Heart-wrenching, bro. This is why you leave certain stuff alone. The problem with man in a whole, that I'm just talking about our humankind, is that we are always trying to play God. That we've seen it be the premise of so many movies, Terminator movies, Matrix movies, Jurassic Park movies. They want to play God. And it's like, nature is the most powerful weapon on this planet. From earthquakes to tsunamis to hurricanes to tornadoes, lightning storms, monsoons, mudslides, blizzards, hailstorms. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the most powerful force on the planet. And water is by far the most powerful thing on the planet. Because when it's coming, there's nothing you can do. Wind, you can go underground. Earthquakes, you can go in the sky. You see when water, like, you can outrun a hurricane. You can outrun a tornado. You ain't outrunning water. When water comes in, it takes over everything. Nowhere to land. Good luck fueling up. You better learn how to swim. And you got to worry about the critters that are down there that are hungry from all the extra swimming they had to do, because now the water done took over Louisiana or Florida, the extra miles of swimming. So now they done built up an appetite. And now they're ready to bite. It's about to be fright night. Blood sight. Nighty night. Kush, I got, you already know, bro. This is the Wunderkind Morning Show. This ain't the Wunderkind Show. This is the Wunderkind Morning Show. I tell you, we touch on all hot topics and sports. Not sports and then some other topics. Yeah, I got you, Kush. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, bro. King Lee, what's good, bro? Zanger, what's up, bro? Happy y'all in here. Yeah, so that happened. Hey, free will. Free will causes this. If they were saying that they thought that one hurricane that we had a couple years back was because of cloud seeding, that is a fact. You know why? I lets credence to cloud seeding, and this could be from cloud seeding. If you remember, if you understand world news, you listen to world news. Dubai had a flash flood. Out of all the places, Dubai had a massive flash flood because Dubai in those areas get so hot that they actually cloud seed. They manipulate the weather. They put out, I forgot what it's called. It's like something trilight and you throw it up into the clouds, you disperse it, and it causes clouds to form and causes rain. I'm guessing they did it at the wrong time, and it caused a massive flood in Dubai. That just happened like a year ago. So that's what I'm trying to tell everybody. It being a natural occurrence doesn't make sense. It's impossible. It has to be that. Once again, when men want to play with powers or forces beyond our control, this is what happens. It always comes back to kick you in the face to remind you that you're not in control. The problem with humankind is we do not like not being in control. And nature is the most uncontrollable thing on the planet. And it reminds you and us all the time who Big Daddy is. You see it all the time. All of the advanced technology, everything else. When the weather says, oh, you think you tough. You think you done grown up. You got a little hair in your chest now, huh? It'll look you dead square in the face and say, I'm the smartest man in the world. Box you in your face and said, now do something about it. And you're like, sitting there just crying. What's good, Dexter Perkins? Like I said before, man, it's such a sad story. But that's why I thought for a second it's because of cloud seeding. Because something similar happened in Dubai. And Dubai is one of those places that you ain't supposed to get no flooding. There's not supposed to be flooding. That's the equivalent of Jamaica getting a blizzard. You know what I'm saying? You're in a desert, kind of. A flood in a desert. Whoa. Like, you know what I'm saying? Crazy, nasty work. Nasty work. Try to tell you, leave that stuff alone. They don't want to listen. Yeah, if you did not know, they cloud seed in Dubai. You can look it up. It's documented. Everybody knows. It's because it's so hot there and so dry that they need the water. And they need the water. They do it off of necessity. You understand where I'm coming from? They do it off of necessity. So, it's not a thing where it's like, oh, we're doing it just because we have money. No, and seeding is very expensive on top of it. So definitely scary news going on. Definitely something for y'all to keep people in prayer. Hey, that's why I tell everybody, man, every day you go out there, man, just give thanks that you're alive. You do what you got to do. Tell your loved ones you love them. Because imagine sending your kid away to a place that you think is super safe and a flash flood that is unprecedented hits your phone and news channel. Telling you, man, I'd break my heart, man. It breaks my heart. Please remember, guys, like, subscribe, and that notification bell. Okay, guys, so let's pivot to this, right? To pivot to some sports. Patrick Mahomes has been the most dominating quarterback in the NFL since Tom Brady. At least his team has. And he's won 3 Super Bowls, been to 5. Been to 5. He has been to more Super Bowls than Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers combined. And he equals the amount of titles amongst all of those guys together also. With that being said, because I give him his respect, I think this is the year that people start taking aim at him. I think this is the year that people put a target on Patrick Mahomes' back. I think this is a year where he does well statistically, a lot better than he did last year. But this is going to be one of his highest turnover rated seasons. And I also believe, on top of being a turnover-rated season, I think that the league is going to allow you to take more hits against him. And you know why I'm leading this to? The Brady years. If you remember when when Brady won his first 3, they went like 10 years or something like that before going back to another Super Bowl. And during that time, the NFL allowed, because they were protecting him, tuck rule and everything else, they're being very protective of Brady. But during that time, right before he hurt his leg, they started allowing guys to hit him. Like hit him. Like get the same treatment as other quarterbacks. And then his leg got, broken in half. And then they looked at everybody and said, you can't hit quarterbacks low anymore. You can't. You won't. We won't allow you. And the Brady rules materialized from that. I think we're going to see something similar with Patrick Mahomes. I think that we're seeing something similar with Patrick Mahomes. I want to believe, and I'm just going to be real with you, I think that the Chargers take another step forward. So does Denver. Now, just like with Bills, with harder teams in your division, you got to contribute more to winning. Because what happens is they challenge you more. I've said this so many times. All of the biggest dynasties in NFL history, they were in crappy divisions. Super crappy divisions. The divisions weren't good at the time. So a lot of the time, when they're facing divisional opponents, they're tune-up games. They're working on their weaknesses in live game situations. Because they know that if they do it this way, they'll win. Or they can put up 14 points, win out the game with a field goal, boom, we out of here. Like that's what happened. I be saying good morning. I'm telling y'all this right now. I think that Patrick Mahomes has a better statistical season than he did last year. I think he throws more interceptions. But I'm thinking that him and Josh Allen are going to have a tougher time this year because the other teams in their division are getting better, have gotten better. And I think that because they've gotten better, they're not going to be able to take any weeks off. And I think that's going to cause them to lose more games. The Chargers, even though Herbert's overrated, I feel very overrated, the guy can still ball. When given the proper, and they're looking to run the ball. And Jim Harbaugh, he wins. We've seen it everywhere he goes, he wins. Now, he might not win the championship everywhere he goes, but he sure as heck makes it to the ending wherever he's ever been. Expect that from the Chargers. I'm telling y'all, man, if the Patriots are supposed to be way better, their defense is supposed to be killers on that team. So and also you got Stephon Diggs coming off of that injury. Look like he's going to be still Stephon Diggs. You're going to have a number one receiver for a young quarterback that has showed flashes of greatness, a great defense with a head coach that don't play no games. He's as blue collar as they come, hard nosed as they come. Yeah, pause. I'm telling you this right now, bro. Patriots could be a problem. Miami, if they can figure out the O-line with their run game, Miami's going to be a problem because Miami, as you all know, can score with anybody when they are all healthy. Problem is Miami's been hurt a lot. Patrick Mahomes will lead the league in interception, will finish second in the division. Kush, I think he will too. Shout out to you, Kush. Me and you are on the same page. I think he leads the league in interceptions. I think he might come close to leading the league in touchdowns too. But I think he has a very Brett Favre-ish year where it's gunslinger. Because here's the thing. He has small, wide receivers. The only big receiver he got is Rashee Rice. He's going to work the middle with an aging, declining Travis Kelce to make up for a lot of that. So I think they're going to be in a lot of 2 or 3 wide receiver sets to maximize their talent. Xavier Worthy can outrun any corner. Hollywood Brown can outrun any corner. You got both of them on the same team with the Rashee Rice and a Kelce. I'm telling you this right now. That could be an explosive offense. The reason why I say turnovers are going to happen, because at the same time that speed kills, Also, if they can get out muscled. We've seen it happen at times in Hollywood. We've seen it happen with Xavier Worthy, smaller guys, Deshaun Jackson. They can get out muscled, cause guys to pick you off down the field and stuff like that if they could keep up or shield you to the out of bound line and cause a turnover. That's another reason why I think he's going to lead in turnover. We'll see what happens, though. Roger Allen Herring, a.k.a. Flex Zone. What's good, my bro? Hello. Pablo, what's good? Miami can only ball when it's warm, though. Not if they get that run game in their offensive line together. Then it's they can get it done in any weather. Because that's how you beat the weather. You got to be able to run the ball. Problem with the Ravens was that we were having trouble running the ball against the Bills. Except for, unless it was Lamar. And then the O-line was getting beat up and pushed into Lamar's lap in the pass game. That's the reason why the game was so problematic for us. What's your top 3 MVP predictions? Lamar is going to be in it. Josh Allen is going to be in it. I think the 3 MVP talks are going to be Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and a tie for third between Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow. I'm telling you this right now. If Justin Herbert's team, the Chargers, become first in their division over the Kansas City Chiefs, he will automatically be thrust into the role of an MVP via media narrative. O-line has been weakness for us. That's why every playoffs, they get exposed. During the regular season, Lamar does so much to mitigate it, and we become so accustomed to that you just believe, oh, it's not a big problem because we're winning games. Then when it gets down to the playoffs, these teams are looking to exploit every weakness. And they go at the offensive line, wreak havoc, and everyone says, well, God, Lamar, you couldn't make those 3 guys miss? It's like, nah, bro. The O-line gets whooped. The Titans whooped the O-line. In both meetings that we made, the Titans, they beat the O-line got beat up. Both of the Bills meetings, the O-line got beat up. In the Chiefs meeting, they got beat up. Zeke Okage was good, bro. I think the Rams are going to be good this year, too. They're going to be good this year. I think the 49ers are going to be top 3 in the NFC. I think Philly takes a step back. They still make the playoffs, but I think that because no one ever truly repeats in that division, I think the Commanders could take over them as having the best record in that division, and Philly still win more games in the playoffs. We'll see what happens. Reoccurring themes, O-line gets done dirty every single time, and they look at Lamar and others and be like, hey, why can't you guys save us? I'm going to do a statistic on that too. You wait. If I find any statistical evidence of what I'm thinking about, I'm going to make a live that might go on for 3 hours, and I'm going to be calling. I'm dead serious with you, bro. That's a live that I'd want everybody to repost it online, because I'm going to be taking shots. If what I'm thinking is true, and I come to find out that there's irrefutable proof of it, bro, I wanted this to trend. I wanted to get under their thing so bad that Ryan Clark and them would have to respond. They couldn't leave that up in the air, because people would be coming at them so sideways. They'd be like, look, we got to answer to this. They go cheap on the O-line, expecting on Eagles level performance. Facts. Because once again, they've come to rely on Lamar Jackson's agility and escapability. Media is hilarious. It never talked about how Lamar has to run for his life sometimes. Yep. Nitro, what's our Monday schedule like in August? We need you back, my guy. Definitely we can get on. I was on Coaches a couple of weeks back. I'll definitely come on the channel, guys. So we can definitely make that work. Flex Zone. I'm supposed to be on Ink Ravens coming soon too. And Ink Ravens will be on mine coming soon too. So we're still hammering that out. Just to let you know that's coming down the pike. It's going to be on the Wunderkind Morning Show also. So that's probably going to be a morning show. Me and Raven on a live. We'll see what happens. I'm trying to work out the kinks. National media omissions. National media foolishness was more like it. Telling you, man, they don't stop. They don't stop. And that's another reason. I know there's going to be excuses made for Patrick Mahomes and others, but I'm telling you what I think is going to happen, barring major injury, because we already know what the Ravens look like when Lamar's injured. So barring injury, that's what's up. Nitro, top target for what? Jared Thomas, what do you mean? What do you mean top target? I don't know what you mean by that. Yo, smiled hard. Bro, I'm ready for this year to start, bro. We got like 57 more days to the start of the regular season. Yeah, we ready. We ready. We ready. We ready for war. We ready. We ready. The Night Raven collab. Yes, bro. Definitely working on it. I'm dead serious with you, bro. It's going to be on the Wunderkind Morning Show. We're going to do it for the Wunderkind Morning Show. If I go on his channel, it's going to be for the Wunderkind Morning Show. And if he comes on our channel, I'm going to try to do it from early to get it out of the way. And it'll be on this channel. You already remember, bro. Nitro, you asked if Patrick Mahomes is NFL's top target. He is. He is, Jared Thomas. He's going to, I think this year, Patrick Mahomes is going to have the biggest target on his back this year. I think he's not only going to have the biggest target on his back, I think the NFL is going to dumb down to some of the hits that they're not allowing. They're going to allow the defense to get after him more. And I think if that happens, I think that he's going to have his most turnover-prone season, even though he's going to have amazing statistics, a lot of passing yards, a lot of touchdowns. He's going to have a lot of fumbles and a lot of interceptions. Just my 2 cents. I love my summer. I can wait till it comes. I ain't rushing to start the season. Don't worry, that's why I got y'all. Don't worry, I'm bringing on people. I remember, I got to learn how to use StreamYard and stuff properly. So, Raven already told me, I'm being real with you guys. He already told me, let me know, like, we could definitely go on each other's channels and stuff like that. We just got to set up a date. So I'm going to try to get him in the morning, and we'll be the Wunderkind Morning Show that morning will be a collab with me and Raven just chopping it up. That's what I want. Just having fun, laughing, talking about football, different teams, the AFC West, AFC East. You know, what are the Steelers looking like? Like, that's how I'm going to have it done. We'll probably go for like an hour, and then we'll cut it. And then I'll probably let him go, and then we'll continue. We'll get to see how it goes. But I'm trying to line it up that it's an amazing morning show. Like, hopefully maybe an hour, 2-hour show. Maybe a 2-hour show. We'll see how it runs, though. If I can get somebody else, I'll probably do me and Raven just seems like magic. So I don't really want to put nobody else with him. So yeah, I'm not going to put nobody else with me and Raven. I'll cut it when it ends, and I'll chop it up in the sequences, and we'll throw it on the Wunderkind Show that you guys can watch the different topics that we talked about separately based on what you want to watch. Nitro, are you going to interview any players for the Ravens? I've been trying. They're hard to get in touch with. The one player I want to interview is Isaiah Likely. I want to interview Isaiah Likely, Patrick Ricard, Derrick Henry, and I definitely want to get an opportunity to interview Marlon Humphrey. The reason why is because I feel like Marlon can properly communicate what he's feeling and what he thinks. And with somebody like me who is going to like ask questions about certain things, I need somebody that can navigate it properly. So, and I think he'll be a great representation for the defense. So we're going to see how it goes. I'm not interviewing Mark Andrews. Not doing it. Not doing it. I am not doing it. because I'm honest to myself. And I don't want to, and I told you guys I'm not in the world of disrespecting people. And I respect his hard work, his dedication to his craft. Even though I want him gone, and I wanted Isaiah Likely to take the most, I feel like Isaiah Likely's been a better player for a multitude of years now. I still respect Mark. I still think Mark could be, especially during the regular season, a top 5 tight end in the league. And I think that with the right quarterback, he could still produce at a top 5 level. And I wanted him to get a title with the Ravens and then go off into the sunset, get another big contract so he can live his life wherever way he wanted to. You feel me? But I'm going to ask questions that are probably going to make him uncomfortable. And I don't want to do that to him. So, yeah, I wouldn't ask him. Just being real. Just like I wouldn't have Falele. Because I'm going to ask you questions, and I'm not going to, you think I don't think I'm being bad. I'm asking you a question. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want it to get like the back and forth. I respect, even though we go at certain play, I respect every person that plays on the team because they've worked hard enough and sacrificed enough to achieve their dreams of playing in the NFL, and they're Baltimore Raven players. And I respect that. Hence why I'm not going to disrespect any of them. That's why I wouldn't try to interview Falele or Mark, because I know I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to be me. And I don't want that to cause a rift, and it would cause a rift. Because for one, I'm not scared of anybody. 2, I speak my mind. Sometimes you got to understand with people that speak your mind, you can't just interview everybody, because if you speak your mind, that'll get you in trouble. And I want to keep it respectful. So, yeah. Straight up. I'm just being real. Just being real. Nitro, I disagree. The NFL still wants the GOAT thing with Patrick Mahomes. He's still going to get the Taylor Swift calls. Jared Thomas, listen, JT, I think they dial that back this year. I really do. I think they dial that back this year, and I think it's going to be a major reason why they don't win the division. You'll see. Mind you, I could be wrong, but I believe that's what's going to happen this year. He's still going to get some calls, but not to the level he was last year. No. Guys are going to be coming after Mahomes this year. I have a feeling. Let's just say I heard through the grapevine, how much longer could he get by? Ooh, I heard it through the grapevine, and I'm just about to lose my mind. Honey, yeah. Mahomes is not winning his division this year. He's going to get hit. They're not going to miss. Ooh. Yeah, that brings up that one song, yo. This is that one song I love, man. Where's it at? Where's it at? Let me stop. If you interviewed Mark and it went off the rails, LaMarvelous might be giving you that side eye. True. Most likely he would. So that's another reason why. That's another reason why I'd be like, nah. Because he be sitting there like, not sure, do you have something to say? I'd be like, oh my God. Popstar Olive Oil calls. Nitro down in the back, sure, but there's still plenty of the Brady memorial type calls who get ready to break a TV. Oh yeah, Jared Tom, you already know. But remember, Brady was getting so many calls, and then a league allowed him to get touched up. And that's when he blew out his leg. First game of the season. And then they came up with the Brady rules. I'm thinking that same thing happen to Mahomes. I'm not wishing injury. I'm not saying he's going to get injured. I'm just saying I think the league's going to allow him to get hit more. Straight up. Bro, you don't want to get down, bro. I be getting that. Tonight, yeah, we born and I'm born. Don't do it to me. I be saying, bro, don't get me in this, bro. Don't do this, bro. Don't do it. But guys, That's an episode of the Wunderkind Morning Show. Y'all know we end with some throwbacks. Guys, I want to bring up this. So, thanks, Nitro. Now the song be stuck in my head. I got you, bro. Listen, so when we grew up, we didn't have Thanos when we were growing up. We did not. We did not have Thanos when we were growing up. There was a particular character from a movie that when we watched it, we were like, bro, nobody wants to see this character. We're talking about the bully of all bullies. And if you grew up in the 90s, early 2000s, you know exactly who I'm talking about. It's from one of the most beloved kid movies of all time. What villain am I talking about? I'm talking about Thanos level villain. What villain am I talking about? I'm calls on my phone. You already know where we are. It's not Darth Vader. Turbo Man's is not a villain. Never mind. You talking Mega Minds? No. You don't know this one, producer? Seriously? So, okay. Cut it down. When we were kids, this villain, we already knew what was up. And the villain goes by the Trunchbull. This old lady, I know Helga Pataki. Oh. Yo, that's a good one though, Helga Pataki. Not Lord Zed neither, King Lee. You see her? You see this overtly muscular woman? Bruh, when we talk about villains, there's no redeeming qualities. They're just evil incarnate. Evil is what fuel their powers. She's the closest thing I've seen since Thanos. She is everybody knows her. Bruh. Where'd you say Matilda at, bro? Is the name of it was Trunchbull? Oh. As Sheldon said, oh. She didn't bench like 400 pounds. Hey, yo. I want you to show, because you know if I'm coming in here, I'm coming through it clear. I got you guys. Look at this.
Chop those off before school tomorrow, or I will come around.
But.
Did you say but?
Did you say but?
Erythro. What? Definitely. I'll give you but.
Bro.
Good luck. Excellent release.
Bro. I want you to understand this. She took that child, let's say, is 50, 60 pounds. She took 50 or 60 pounds and flung the 50, 60 pounds over 100 yards. That's beyond superhuman. Guys can't do that with a football. You feel me? No, I didn't like that. I'm not a big chocolate cake guy. I know what you're getting at. I know you're trying to make a joke. Yummy. Then, hold up. For everyone saying she picked up 400 pounds, no, she did not. She benched more. Bro. Bro, look, man. Bro. For everybody wondering, don't worry, I got you. Yes, I want you to understand because you know me. If I'm going to give you something, I'm going to give you facts so you understand. The car that she picked up was a 1970 Buick Electra 225 with a hard top. which weighs over 4,700 pounds. She picked that up. No CGI needs. No big Disney budget needs. She butt all in the air. You saw the way she cocked that up? How she hoisted that thing up? She tooted that booty up. And she said, "Arr!" And she moved that bad boy around and then dropped it. Then pushed it all the way home. Those things are made out of pure steel. Bulletproof vehicles. If you threw this at Superman, it would dent his jaw. You see how it says the custom convertible model? Because the other one with the hard top, which what she has, is heavier than 4,700 pounds. Bruh. If you've seen somebody doing this, they'd make a team immediately. I'm putting it into perspective just how strong she really was. If you've seen Nitro pick up a car today and turn it around, y'all would be telling me right now that I need to be to the Olympics or I need to try for the Ravens. Right or wrong? These are the old school cars where it's all steel. My bro, girl had Spider-Man level strength. You know what it is to pick up that type of car? All back too. All back and legs. She tooted that booty up. Crazy, bro. Crazy. It's crazy enough that she threw a 60-pound kid over 100 yards. But to pick that up, bro, that's superhuman. Mind you, remember, she jumped off a 2-story banister 2 feet at the ground and shook the whole house. I bet Derrick Henry could move that. No, he couldn't. In my heyday, I couldn't even move that. And I was strong. Nah, bro, that's crazy. Nasty work. Ashley Schultz like, yeah, she was a monster. Bro, I'll be real with you, bro. I don't care that she a woman, bro. If the Trunchbull in real life came after me, bro, you can't look at me and be like, oh, she a woman. Nah, bro, that's something else. Nah, she don't get that special treatment. Nah. She gets all of the Shoryuken. Like, bro, I am not joking with you, bro. I ain't taking that chance. You ain't grabbing me and ripping my leg off. Nah. If you could move that, you could literally rip somebody's leg off. Just letting you know that. Roger, breaking news. The Ravens signed Miss Agatha Trunchbull to help bolster that O-line. Nobody would touch Lamar. Nobody. Nobody would get close. Nobody. But guys, once again, it's another episode of the Wunderkind Morning Show. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful morning. I'll catch up tomorrow, same time. Love you guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. And we will be seeing you tomorrow again. Like I said, God bless everybody. Stay safe. And I'm out of here. Peace. Remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, guys. Like the stream. Please smash that like button. If you want to donate, you know how to do that too, okay? All right, guys, I'm out of here. Yeah.
Finish.